close Tim Tebow on Kyler Murray Matt Ehalt, staff writer, at Matt Ehalt Port Street, LUCIE, Florida. After a morning television segment in advance of the Sugar Bowl last month, Tim Tebow shifted back into prospect mode. He visited Tulane University to get in some swings in preparation for the season, and then headed back to the stadium for more announcer duties. Later that night, Tebow could be seen on television inside a suite showcasing his swing to his personal hitting guru, Gibbons. "That's how much I'm into this," Tebow said. New York Mets' Tim Tebow jogs up the first baseline at spring training baseball practice Saturday, February 16, 2019, in Port St. Lucie, Florida. Photo 11. Mike Fitzpatrick, AP. Even the newly formed Alliance of American Football League and former Florida coach Steve Spurrier couldn't convince Tebow to give up baseball, with the former quarterback saying it wasn't hard to turn them down. He's committed to the Mets, and his pursuit of reaching the majors, which is now only one step away for Tebow, slated to start the year in Class AAA. Story continues after gallery. "I'm all in on baseball. There's no way could I stop and not give this a chance after everything that I've worked for," Tebow said. "This is what I'm in now, and I'm all in." Tebow's stint with the Mets has always evoked a wide range of emotions, with some skeptical, others optimistic, and some just entertained, but there's a different feel to this year as the 31-year-old prepares for his second stint in Major League camp. Mets spring training. Tim Tebow set to once again be the star. More. Tim Tebow gets engaged to former Miss Universe Emily Nell Peters. New York Mets. Tim Tebow signs autographs at spring training baseball practice Saturday, Feb. 16, 2019, in Port St. Lucie, Florida. Photo 11. Mike Fitzpatrick, AP. The former Jets quarterback hit .273 with a .734 OPS last year with Class AA Binghamton, a commendable achievement for someone who took a decade off from the sport. He posted a .656 OPS in Class A in 2017 in his first full season in the minors. Tebow is now slated to start the season with Class AAA Syracuse, and as general manager Brodie Van Wagenen then said, Tebow is only one step away from MLB. The Mets have other reserve outfielders ahead of Tebow, like Rajai Davis and Gregor Blanco, but it is not out of the question that Tebow plays for the Mets in 2019. He would have to be added to the 40-man roster, but the expanded rosters in September create an opening. Tebow would also result in a box office rush, which would be a factor in the team's decision on whether to promote him. "I'm giving it everything I have every day. In the off-season, I felt really good about the progress I made and the work I put in," Tebow said. "Focusing on those little things to improve just a little bit every day, and use this spring training to really get a lot better and improve and make strides, because this will be the biggest spring training for me. Thank you. You're almost signed up for Fire and Ice. Keep an eye out for an email to confirm your newsletter registration." More newsletters. Tebow still has some NFL left in him, as shown Saturday when he accidentally referred to an outfield rep as a snap, but he's a more polished product now than when he started in 2016. He believes he has improved rhythm and timing compared to this point a year ago, and still has power, which he displayed Saturday during batting practice. The outfielder noted he feels much more comfortable now in his fourth season. February 15, 2019, Port St. Lucie, FL, USA. A detailed view of the jersey of New York Mets outfielder Tim Tebow in the Mets locker room during spring training at First Data Field. Photo 11. Steve Mitchell, USA Today Sports. Manager Mickey Callaway said the plan is for Tebow to accumulate plenty of at-bats this spring to allow him to face MLB pitchers. "We're just going to get him out there as much as possible," Callaway said. "I know he's going to continue to improve because that's who he is. He works hard and we're just happy that he's here in camp and brings some leadership along with him." After Tebow wrapped up his batting practice sessions Saturday, a small group of fans gathered along a fence in hope of autographs and photos. As is usual, Tebow stopped for most of them, providing lasting memories. This scene will happen all across the country this year, and, perhaps if all goes well, at Citi Field. Tebow hopes that can happen, but isn't going to let the thought consume him. "Shoot, I've already enjoyed it enough to say, choosing baseball is worth it. The whole process. Would that be awesome? Of course it would. It'd be such an amazing thing and it'd be so enjoyable," Tebow said Saturday afternoon. "But at the same time, regardless of what happens, I know I'll enjoy it every day, and that's the biggest thing for me." Tim Tebow signs for fans Saturday. Photo 11. Matt Ehalt, The Record. More sports news. MLB. Before he exits Yankees as a starter, CC Sabathia wants one more World Series ring. PGA. Opinion. Matt Kuchar finally pays caddy $50,000, but drama costs him more than cash. NHL. NJ Devils complete comeback to end Corey Schneider's losing streak.